Let's talk serious for a moment. It is estimated that every time another minute ticks off the clock somewhere in the world, 28 people die of hunger, and most of those 28 are children. Well, that's the motivation behind an unusual project by a group of Harvard students, a project we'll learn more about in just a few moments. Jane? And
Dr. Uleen will be joining us in this half hour. He has a few things he'd like to sort out from his mail bag.
We're also going to meet... Continues to be hunger. Each more than 15 million people die of starvation in this world. In an effort to make the American public more aware of this critical problem, a group of students from Harvard University gave up their summer vacation and they took to the road. For the last month, members of the Harvard Hunger Action Committee have been cycling cross-country to raise money to fight world hunger. They've averaged about 80 miles a day, and they are now near the completion of what they call the Ride for Life. Yesterday, the cyclists passed the 3,500-mile mark as they pedaled into New York City. The trip, scheduled to end later this week in Boston, has so far been successful. Although contributions are nowhere near their original goal of $250,000, they have collected almost $80,000 along the route. Joining me now are two members of the Harvard Hunger Action Committee, Project Coordinator Daniel Pallotta and Kim Sanchez, who for the last week has had to take a back seat in the group's van due to a broken leg suffered along the way. Howie, why don't you give me a little help on this? That's nice, Kim. That's a great cast. What happened?
Well, I was hit by a car about a week ago. Came through an intersection and popped me.
Your fault or someone else's?
It was his fault. He ran a stop sign, and I had the right of way.
Ooh. Let's talk about how this project got started, Dan. Why the bicycle ride?
Well, we at the Harvard Hunger Action Committee had been working for about 4 years with an organization called Oxfam America, participating in what they call their Fast for a World Harvest, where students at school would give up a meal, and the university would donate the money that was raised to Oxfam America. And we just felt like we were capable of doing something bigger, you know, that given the issue of hunger, the fact that there are 28 people dying every minute from this, that we could make a bigger contribution.
What's been the toughest part of the trip? I mean, obviously, Kim, there's your memorable moment, but on a general scale, what's been the toughest part of it?
Getting out of bed at 6 every morning.
You think that's bad? You ought to try it at 5. No, just that, getting out of bed at 6? What time did you turn in along the way?
About 10 o'clock. We usually had lights out. You know, there were people up playing guitars and things later on, but we tried to get to bed about 10.
Give me a routine day, if you would. Take me through the schedule.
Well, our wake-up guy would get us up at 6 o'clock, and he'd come around to all the sleeping bags and say, time to get up. And we'd kind of go, and we'd eventually get up, roll up your sleeping bag, get your gear together, take it out to the truck, we have a UL truck, load the truck, do whatever you have to do to your bicycle, have a meeting to go over the route, and clean up wherever we stayed, and make sure everything's put together, and take off.
What kind of a response did you get from people along the way?
I'll tell you, that's been the best part of the trip. We've just gotten a fantastic response. You know, we're staying in churches and high schools all along the route, and you get women's groups at the church coming out to make us breakfast and make us dinners, and Knights of Columbus arranging media events for us, and Harvard clubs helping us out. You know, we really feel like it's been a partnership. It's not just been the 36 of us cycling, but a partnership of people all across the country who've helped us out.
Yet we hear so much today about student apathy. Is that fact or fiction or a little of both? Not as apathetic as we think, but not so active as the 60?
Well, you know, we really hope that what we're doing will set a new standard for college activism. I think we're frequently compared to the students of the 60s, you know, and they were more active. But if you take a look at it, that's really not the case. You know, I think we're every bit as concerned and well-intended. It's just that these days there aren't the same easy channels that there were for participating in. So
you're making your own?
Yeah, we hope that other colleges will see this and say, hey, let's do something like that.
Daniel Pallotta, Kim Sanchez, thank you both much. When are you going to get out of there?
October.
Oh. Good luck.
Thank you.